Hello, and welcome to our 2021 Science and Inventors Fair Awards programs. We'd like to let you know that every student that receives a special category, Best of Fair, or other such award will soon receive those awards. However, due to the pandemic and the challenges of putting on a virtual fair, it's going to take us a little bit of time to get all those awards to you. So please know that students, once the awards programs premiere and you've heard your names and you've celebrated with your families, we will be sending out all of your awards to your school so that the schools can present you with the awards, the prizes, and the materials that you've earned. That way, you and your school community can celebrate accordingly. Again, on behalf of the Thomas A. Edison Regional Science and Inventors Fair Steering Committee, we are so proud of your efforts in both our Inventors and Science Fairs, and we look forward to bright things to come. Thank you for participating in our fairs, and congratulations on all your success.
Now presenting our host for the 2021 Thomas Edison Festival of Light Regional Inventors Fair Award Ceremony, Inventors Fair Director, Dr. Gary Nelson.
Welcome to American Idol. What? This can't be right. All these bright young minds deserve accolades. Sure, I know it's not really American Idol, but I bet you haven't considered that intellectual property. You know, patents, trademarks, copyrights. They apply to the arts, music, literature, and entertainment too. It's more like STEAMY and not just STEM. Science, sports, technology, engineering, art, math, music, invention, entrepreneurism, and entertainment. So here's a shout out to our own Estero's Casey Bishop. If you haven't heard about Casey, you soon will. Last night, I just couldn't sleep. My mind was racing. What you see on the screen is very interesting, but I decided to take a little bit of a different approach. One of the greatest entertainers of all time was Walt Disney. He said, if you can dream it, you can do it. You are all Imagineers. And that's because Walt Disney has created a legacy that you all fall under as inventors. You may be wondering what Bill Gates and Elon Musk have in common. Both of them are trying to help save the planet in major ways. But Elon Musk has one thing different. He has a backup plan, just in case. You probably know what that is. Speaking of space, here's a thought for you. When you do get to Mars in your lifetime, what kind of currency, money, are you going to be using on Mars in the space colonies? Are you going to be carrying paper and coins with you? Or are you going to be using digital currency? Just a thought. Find your passion. Love what you do, and you'll be great inventors. There are 10 two-letter words that you want to look at on a daily basis. It's worthwhile to write these down and post them where you'll see them. If it is to be, it is up to me. Create that passion and you'll go places. And this is the 34th Thomas A. Edison Festival of Light Regional Inventors Fair. We are now an affiliate of the Invention Convention, Worldwide, held at the Henry Ford. Promoting tomorrow's innovation today is what it's all about. We want you to hatch an idea. We want you to participate in the program. It's important to thank our sponsors. During the following presentation of awards, our gracious sponsors who have supported the program, many for 34 years, will appear on the slides and will be mentioned during the program. Please let them know that you appreciate them. Better yet, feel free to join them. Check out our website at edisonfairs.org. The Henry Ford National Invention Competition selections have been increased this year to 17 students as an affiliate for the very first year, known as the Florida Gulf Coast Invention Convention affiliate. In 2019 and 2020, we had students attend. 2019, 3 students attended. 2020, 5 students attended. And of those, we had students placing in the top awards across the board. And we're very proud of that. That further encouraged us to become an affiliate, and the following students will be representing the Florida Gulf Coast affiliation, which is also known as the Thomas A. Edison Festival of Light Regional Inventors Fair, presented by SONY Electronics. Congratulations to all students. We look forward to speaking with you. You still have the opportunity to upgrade your projects before sending off the information to the Henry Ford Invention Convention Worldwide. And if that's not exciting enough, there's a new friend in town. The Edison Awards has relocated to Fort Myers and will be holding their first event April 21st through 23rd, and 3 participants in our regional fair will receive invitations to attend. Just so you understand, names that I've mentioned already, like Elon Musk, have been recognized by the Edison Awards. So you're going to be mingling with incredible people. Virtual platforms made it possible to continue the 33-year-long held tradition for the annual invention competitions. General judging challenged students, parents, and teachers to turn to a digital platform. What worked for on-site competition had to be modified for the digital platform, in particular, logbooks, displays, and the communication between the personalized interview, which we've performed with videos. The Z-Fairs platform was not only without challenges, but turned out to be a robust and worthwhile online competition format, offering 3 methods of standardized judging scores using averaging, a typical standardization method, and a Z-Fairs algorithm enhanced the fairness of the results of all participants. If you question why one invention scored better than others and may be receiving an award and you didn't, go back and review the 10 areas listed on your judge's score sheet. Ask yourself, could you have improved your efforts? And how did you record your information? Even spelling makes a difference. Misspelling a word may not seem like very much to you right now, but it can result in misinterpretation, and words matter. Patents have been lost and won over 1 word of a claim due to its interpretation. Now, is the time for you to learn best practices so you can make the most of your education and increase your future successes. The first part of the award program focuses on judges' scores in each of the 12 grade levels and the 3 divisions. Donors are responsible for special awards and the qualifications for each of those awards. That will be the second part of the program. Scores from the first part enter into a prestigious award, but many are provided for entirely different reasons, as you will come to understand. We are very thankful to our sponsors and donors who you will be introduced to once again through the program. Should you wish to become a donor yourself, please go to our website and check out sponsorships and donations. And now for what you've been waiting for. Feeling lucky? Did you know you can improve your chances of being lucky? First, prepare as best you can. You can't win a lottery without buying a ticket. Your ticket to a winning invention begins with preparation. Second, increase your odds of success by being ready when an opportunity comes along. The Inventors Fair could be that opportunity. Remember, luck equals preparation plus opportunity. And now for a few words from School Board member Kathleen Morgan, Representative District 7. She has a special surprise in store for all of you.
Hello, and welcome to our 2021 Edison Fairs. When I heard 400 students chose to participate in the 2021 virtual Thomas A. Edison Regional Science and Inventors Fairs, I was thrilled. Despite daunting challenges attending school and classes this year, you didn't allow COVID to shut you down. Your curiosity and strong desire to solve problems was undaunted. Kudos to you. I love science because you ask questions, and whether your answers are what you expected or predicted, you and everyone who shares your passion for that subject learn something from your conclusions. Your commitment to the pursuit of science and invention reminded me of my high school classmate, Bill Phillips. He was renowned in our school as an endlessly curious, passionate scientist and winner of science fairs. Ultimately, he became fascinated with the movement of atoms and invented an instrument now used worldwide in laboratories so he could explore and change human knowledge about atoms. For his exploratory work and invention, he was awarded the 1997 Nobel Prize in Physics. So stay at it. There are mysteries to solve and new instruments are needed to solve them. Thank you for your curiosity and grit.
Now, Savannah Cooper, 8th grade Mariner Middle, and Maxwell Calendro, 11th grade Dunbar High School said, "What makes you the inquisitive person you are today? What makes a good question? What motivated you to keep asking questions and learning? And how did you end up in science?"
Yeah, well, it's a good question, but lots of times when I feel compelled to say that something is a good question, what it means is it's a hard question to answer. Yeah. So I often think that everyone is curious when they're young, and probably the younger you are, the more curious you are. When I go and talk to a class of kindergartners, they are asking me everything. And when I will do some demonstration, they're just right up there wanting to see what's going on. And I sometimes imagine that scientists are just kindergartners who never really grew out of that childlike curiosity. So I guess one answer to the question might be that the reason that I'm curious is the same reason that I'm a scientist, that I never grew out of that natural curiosity. I'm just continuing to do what any kindergartner would do, which is ask lots of questions.
So, Dr. Gary Nelson and 5th grade students at Ray V. Pottorff Elementary, Jose Kalis, Lily Devesme, and Melissa Gideon, asked about your science fair experiences.
Yeah.
What were your interests? Did you participate in science fairs? And I know you did. I also know you won a big award, which you might talk about. And do you recall if there one was a favorite and if you ever had one go wrong or you didn't get the outcome you expected?
Well,
which is all
so of course, one of the things you got to remember is that talking about science fairs is a really long time ago. That's almost 60 years ago. And so remembering the details of those science fairs might not be completely accurate when I tell you what little I do remember. So I guess my favorite science fair projects, I had a couple of science fair projects trying to use ways of tracking the motion of subatomic particles. So what I mean is, let's say that you've got some radioactive substance and it's decaying and it's spitting out these particles. We call some of these particles alpha particles and some of them are beta particles. And there are devices that people have developed over years, like cloud chambers and bubble chambers and spark chambers for tracking the particles. So when the particle goes along like this, you can see a picture of where the particle has been. And you might have even seen some of these pictures in books or articles about these big particle accelerators like they have in Geneva or like they have in outside of Chicago at Fermilab. Well, I was trying to make things like that. And I guess that one of the reasons why doing those things was a favorite thing to do was that I had to learn a lot of stuff in order to do it. And that was great. I remember I actually wrote a letter to a national laboratory. I had no idea, what would happen to this letter. I didn't have anybody there that I knew the name of, and somebody since I now work in a national laboratory, I can imagine what happened. It went to the public affairs office. The public affairs office said, now who am I going to give this to? And gave it to somebody. And this poor schmuck had to read my letter and write a very kind answer describing things, that maybe I didn't understand very well. That was great, having a contact like that with an honest to goodness scientist. So that was one of the things I remember fondly.
As part of our Inventors Fair process, we ask students to film short presentations of their inventions. We will be featuring some of these videos throughout the ceremony. Take a look at our first Inventor Spotlight video.
Hello everyone, my name is Michaela Fisher and my invention is fungal filtration, the environmentally friendly solution to the cleanup of oil spills. My invention addresses two main problems. The first is that more than 1.3 million gallons of petroleum are leaked into US waters in a typical year. When an oil spill happens, dangerous carcinogenic PAHs, or polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, are released into the environment. But the thing is, current methods to clean up oil spills often have undesirable side effects, leading to air pollution and further contamination. The other problem that my invention addresses is that wetland ecosystems, in particular, are especially hard to remediate because they contain both aquatic and terrestrial components, and one solution that works in an aquatic environment may not work in a terrestrial environment, and vice versa. And because they're a very sensitive environment that can be damaged by harsh chemicals. Seeing these problems, I decided to create fungal filtration, the first remediation system to utilize oyster mushroom mycelium, or mushroom roots basically, in order to clean oil from wetland ecosystems. This mushroom is able to do this because it uses enzymes that are secreted by its mycelium in order to break down the hydrocarbon bonds that are in PAHs, therefore remediating the oil. As you can see, scientific evidence that I conducted shows that the fungal filtration was able to remove 55.38% of oil from terrestrial environment over the course of 16 days. And it was able to remove 100% of oil from an aquatic environment. And this was over the course of only 3 minutes and 15 seconds, which is pretty amazing for a mushroom, at least I would think. This product is much better than other types of cleanup, such as chemicals, burning, or even other types of bioremediation, because it is non-toxic to humans, plants, and animals. It's less expensive, and it's actually beneficial to the environment. One of the main concerns, especially in an environment such as valuable as a wetland environment, is how are you going to get back that biological diversity after the oil spill is cleaned up? And this mushroom, Pleurotus ostritus, or the oyster mushroom, actually can help do that. My invention could not only be used in aquatic and terrestrial environments separately, but also in wetlands. 3 main markets I believe that could benefit from my invention that I could sell it to are governments, because they actually remediate a lot more oil than you would think out of Superfund sites. Developers, because a lot of land is marked unfit for development because of oil spills. And of course, the petroleum industry, because so much petroleum is transported that inevitably there will be a spill at some time or other. And this may actually happen in a wetland. My invention is original. Yes, similar techniques have been used for bioremediation purposes in other environments, but this one, fungal filtration, is an all-around solution that can also be used in sensitive wetland ecosystems, and that has not been patented. In the future, what I could do better next time is that I'd like to further my invention, by creating a standing filter that utilizes the same concept but in a stationary fashion. This is so that things like tides or other environmental influences would not alter the filtration of the mycelium. Thank you for listening, and I look forward to talking to each of you and explaining my invention a little bit further and answering any questions you may have. And if you need it, here is a picture of my board if you need it for reference from anything I just said in my presentation. Thank you so much.
Your hosts for this evening will include members of our steering committee for the Thomas A. Edison Regional Science and Inventors Fairs. Honora Kenny hails from Connecticut. She's a retired educator and vice principal, and also past administrator of the Connecticut Invention Convention. Todd Thomas, SONY Electronics technical writer and community STEM advocate, is just a whirlwind of excitement, and you'll get that when he announces the winners. Honora Kenny will announce all the students in the grades that participated, and Todd Thomas will announce the winners. Dr. Gary Nelson, well, you'll probably see enough of him this evening. I've had the privilege and honor for 34 years to be the Inventors Fair director, and I work with some incredible people. And I will just throw out to you that Lee Hughes has become my mentor. A couple of years back, I thought about leaving the program, seriously. And it's because of Lee and his energy and his interest in doing the right thing by STEM in our community that I've taken this opportunity to continue, and I thank you for that.
Hello, everyone. We'll begin with the kindergarten entries. Ava Conway, Busy Bumper, Gateway Charter School. Reed Burnsed, the Toothpaste Cap Condenser, Canterbury School.
And the winners are, second place, Eva Conway, Busy Bumper. First place, Reed Burnshead, the toothpaste cap condenser.
First grade entries. Kylie Farnsworth, Time to Eat, the Alva School. Caden Richardson, Recycle Buddy, the Alva School. Ashwin Villaparu, COVID-19 Safety Kit, Canterbury School. Lauren Ray, The Helping Hanger, Gateway Charter School. Tristan Lyons, The Gel Hairbrush, Canterbury School.
And the winners are, honorable mention, Caden Richardson, Recycle Buddy. Fourth place, Ashwin Villaparu, COVID-19 Safety Kit. Third place, Lauren Ray, The Helping Hanger. Second place, Tristan Lyons, The Gel Hairbrush. And first place, Kylie Farnsworth, Time to Eat.
And now the second grade entries. Connor Cook, Stretchy Catcher, St. Francis Xavier Catholic School. Nake and Oliviera Sarah, The Swing Alarm, and that's at the Page Elementary School. Madeline Preitziger, Personal Mask Washer Dryer System for Kids, from River Hall Elementary. And Ethan Rice, Fountain Cooler, Skyline Elementary School.
And the winners are, fourth place, Nake and Oliviera Sarah, Swing Alarm. Third place, Connor Cook, Stretchy Catcher. Second place, Ethan Rice, Fountain Cooler. And first place, Madeline Pregitzer, Personal Mask Washer Dryer System for Kids.
On to the third grade entries. Aubrey Rodriguez, Dominic Wood, Ryder Staples, Kate Rojas, Savannah Lloyd, Juliana Grimaldi, Ayla Tobias, Luke Fullwood, Lily Kozlowski, Spiro Blett, Brielle Edlin, Sophie Maya, Ariana Byron, Zane and Ryan Hassan.
And the winners are, fourth place, Ayla Tobias, Wacky Hairbrush. Third place, Aubrey Rodriguez, Skimmerbot. Second places, Juliana Grimaldi, Seaweed Snack Sack, and Brielle Edlin, Christmas Helping Hand. The winner, Dominic Wood, Mars Planter.
And now, the fourth grade entries. Max Bunton, Dira Sharma, Adam Lick, Daria Dorofiv, Evan Brito, Kara Tor, Lydia Joy Holloway, Nicasio David, Donovan Pierre, Anthony Rice, Jolie Grimaldi, Luciana Serpa, Jacob Lilligren, Knox Witenko, Theo Johnson, Hannah and Addison Kelly, Abakura and Hannah Addison, Sierra Spode, Brooklyn Summers, Jocelyn Pfeiffer, and Reed Hagan.
And the winners are honorable mentions: Nicasio David, Flip Mask; Daira Sharma, I Matter, I Know, I Do; Jocelyn Pfeiffer, The Capinator; Reed Hagan, Magic Claw. Fourth place, Evan Brito, Cinepower. Third place, Pierre Donovan, Eggmergency. Second places, Jolie Grimaldi, Independence Village; Brooklyn Summers, Smart Trash Can; Cara Tour, Shrimp Scooper. First places, Anthony Rice, Box Chummer, and Jacob Lilgren, Ash, the alarm speaker headphone.
Fifth grade entries: James Human, Ryder Lyons, Abian Malik, Austin Christian, Gabriella Maxwell, Violet Rublin, Hannah Walsh, Elena Fowler, Charlotte Beal. Kalaya Stevens, Jasmine Dominguez, Austin Derisso, Elia Hill, Yanni Alicia, Camille Widelis, Kaylin Lewis, Vincent Welsh, Jenna Mammon, Amar Akissimi, Abigail Labadie, Lincoln Martin, Jenna, Sydney Emery, Freya Shah, Nayeli James, Chanel Peters, Tegan Nichols, Kanan Trong, Josias Florman, and Zachary Sullivan.
And the winners are honorable mentions: Ryder Lyons, Flexi Screen; James Human, Adaptive Earbud; Zachary Sullivan, Vending Backpack; and Sydney Emery, Spiritum Test. Fourth places, Abian Malik and Amar Al-Qasimi, Smart Glasses Cleaner. Third place, Austin Christian, Their Bear. Second place, Gabriella Maxwell, Just the Right Baby Bottle. And first place, Freya Shah, Safe Distance at Last.
Here is our next Student Inventors Spotlight video.
Hi, my name is Christopher Carranza. I'm in 8th grade and my invention is called the Fix-A-Fly. I came up with this idea to solve a problem anyone can encounter. For example, some can be in a rush to get to school, work, or wherever their destination may be. Then suddenly they get a flat tire. Some may ask what to do or how to quickly solve the problem. Usually a normal flat tire kit is very difficult to install and also time consuming. But not anymore. My idea of the Fix-A-Flat is a screw that is the complete opposite from your normal flat tire kit. It is easy to install and less time consuming. The result I'm trying to achieve is to be able to create a fast and easy way for anyone to quickly fix a flat tire and be on their way to their destination. You might ask yourselves, how did I come up with this idea? Well, the idea of this invention came to me a while back when my dad was going to take me to school, but he noticed his car had a flat tire and found out that a nail had punctured it. He grabbed a tire repair kit he kept in his car. That is when I saw how he was struggling to repair it. I saw how hard it was to put in the seal to cover the hole. I tried to help him myself, and I realized that it takes a lot of strength and effort to fix it. After I struggled a few times, I wasn't able to do it, but my dad finally did. After that, I thought of my mom, my grandfather, and other people that might encounter themselves in a similar situation, and also how hard it could be for them. How does this idea work? My invention works by using 4 hooks that are faced in a counterclockwise direction. The drill will insert the screw inside the tire in a clockwise direction, with the smooth part of the hooks going along with the spin. When it is tight enough, the screw won't be able to get out because the hooks will be locked by the rubber of the tire when the screw is spinning in a counterclockwise direction. There is a rubber band in between the hooks and the spiral of the screw to keep the air from coming out. The concept of the idea is for the screw to be permanently inside of the tire because of the hooks. I also did a research on the website Google Patents and found out in the website that my invention does not exist. Therefore, my idea is completely new and unique. I believe my idea can impact a lot of people's lives, not just saving time, but money too. Therefore, it is worthy of protecting. I encountered a few problems with my initial design and invention. I used a program called Tinkercad to design my prototype, but after carefully examining my design, I thought of adding a couple of details that could make my design more efficient. Once a screw was created in the 3D printer at my school, I realized that the model I made should have been of a larger size and the material should have been recyclable and durable. The product could have been further improved. I'm going to show you a few photos of my invention. Here's the photo of the Fix-A-Flat about to be installed into the tire. This is a photo of me installing the Fix-A-Flat with a screwdriver. And this is the Fix-A-Flat already installed and sealed in the tire. This is also the photo of the design on the website Tinkercad.
So now, how would this impact people's lives?
This idea will definitely impact people's lives and their pace of living. It will also benefit anyone in need of a quick repair for a flat tire.
And if this invention, your invention, succeeds, who and where would you sell it to?
If my invention succeeds, I would talk to an automotive company and make my idea available to an auto parts store. Thank you for watching my presentation, and this is the Fix-A-Flat.
And now the 6th grade entries. Emily Farnsworth, Olivia Losey, Aubrey Duncan, Laura Cerna, and Victoria Wynnum Cudney.
And the winners are, honorable mention, Aubrey Duncan, Trifecta Toys and Treats for Pups. 4th place, Olivia Losey, Locket Bracket. 3rd place, Laura Cerna, Solar Powered Dollhouse. 2nd place, Victoria Wynnum Cudney, Plate Pal. And 1st place, Emily Farnsworth, Hands and Knees Please Crawler.
7th grade entries. Kylie Terry, Samaraya Sethi, Fiona Walsh, Veronica Durso, Mackenzie Huber, Brooken Rogaliner, Lucas Cedino, Kylan Reap, and Kurikula Soraya Fernando.
And the winners are, honorable mentions, Samira Sethi, FlexiScreen, Fiona Walsh, Safe Sun. Fourth places, Veronica Durso, Headphone Booklight, and Kylie Terry, Cooling Pillow. Third places, Brooken Rogaliner, Lizard Relocator, and Lucas Cedeno, Portable Eye Wash Cup. Second places, Mackenzie Huber, Blue Light Insect Eradicator, and Kylan Reap, Dolphin Saber. And first place is Curricula Soraya Fernando, the Echo Filter.
Eighth grade entries. Nathaniel Seamuth, Kylie Eaton, Kaylani Romero, Kendall Daly, Serena Kasai Hasenkamp, Kayla Atwell, Solomon Lucas, Coral Brennan, Larry Ortegon, Jordan Barrett, Christopher Carranza, Benjamin Turlick, Kyle Benson, Dhruva Sharma, Sterling Miller, Jonathan Hardman, Reagan Straken, Owen Kurth, Titus Dragstrom, Angelina Rubiano, Carlos Gonzalez, J.C. Richards, Jeslyn Batista, Carly Krecknight, Leilani DeRosa, Nicole Bernal, Sherrick Mercedes, and Jordan Barrett.
And the winners are, fourth place, Kilani Romero, Sin Fuego Fireworks. Third places, Benjamin Turelic, Stem Saver, and Kyle Benson, the Lip Ripper. Second places, Serena Kasai Hazekamp, Dory Alert System, and Christopher Carranza, Fix a Flat with Ease. And first place, Dhruva Sharma, Engine Tires.
Ninth grade entries. Michaela Fisher, Amaya Echeverry, and Faith Farnsworth.
And the winners are, third place, Amaya Echeverry, Biopurification. Second place, Faith Farnsworth, Sand and Surfability. And first place, Michaela Fisher, Fungal Filtration.
10th grade entries. Aum Dhruv, Matt Dunn and Nathaniel Lakey, Morgan Barnes, William Meng, Juan Gonzalez and Livia Ferrante, Josie Lehman, Michaela Williamson, Allison Lapani, Eric Kohler, Miguel Guevara Vasquez, and Jordan Diokas.
And the winners are, honorable mentions, William Ming, Clean Knob, and Eric Kohler, Biodegradable Golf Ball. Fourth places, Josie Lehman, the Aeromobile, Matt Dunn and Nathaniel Lakis, Drinking Bird Generator, and Juan Gonzalez and Livia Ferrante, Green Line. Third places, Jordan Diokas, Traffic Stop Safety Assistance, and Michaela Williamson, Sharkaway. Second place, Morgan Barnes, bioremediation units. And first place, Druve, biodegradable chitosan suture.
11th grade entries. L. Frey, edible water bottles, and David Liu, electricity generating hydraulic oil-free door closer.
And the winners are: second place, David Liu, electricity generating hydraulic oil-free door closer. First place, Ellie Fry, edible water bottles.
And finally, our 12th grade sole entry and winner, Jay Chavakula, the utilization of dimples to reduce wind load on parabolic structures.
Normally, our division winners are invited to ride in a place of honor in the Edison Festival of Light Parade. With the best interests of the community at heart, this year's parade was canceled due to COVID-19. We congratulate the division winners and all the participants in the classrooms, at homes, and in the regionals for participating in the 2021 Inventors Fairs. For our division winners, for elementary, we have Freya Shah, safe distance at last. For middle, we have Kurakula Soraya, Fernando, the echo filter. For high school, we have Ellie Fry with the edible water bottles.
Let's take a break and check out our next Student Inventors Spotlight video.
Hi, I'm Ellie Frey. I'm a junior, and my project is an edible water bottle. I'm working to solve a substitute to be created as a vehicle with no waste for electrolyte solutions, providing a sustainable and mobile vector for human hydration. I'm working to achieve a suitable and cost-efficient replacement for plastic water bottles. And I came to this idea through a past 2-year extensive study by replacing plastic cutlery with edible cutlery through a sorghum flour-based recipe. And this year I was brainstorming of another plastic that is commonly improperly disposed of and polluting our earth daily, and I found that this was a plastic water bottle that perfectly fit this manner. And so therefore, I found a recipe that would be able to replace the plastic water bottle and increase one's hydration as well, since dehydration is a detriment placed on many individuals who are completely unaware of this. And my hypothesis for this is if food-grade sodium alginate edible water bottles could be created with an electrolyte solution generating a vehicle for hydration with reduced packaging. And I found this to work using a sodium alginate and calcium lactate recipe, 75 to 25% ratio, and infusing it with an electrolyte solution, being clear Pedialyte, as well as a powder iron supplement, and mixing it together and letting it sit for 45 minutes, which then they formed the edible water bottles, which were bite-sized, and I tested them on 50 adults, and I did 2 tests before and after consumption. And this is my prototype of the invention, although they were smaller when I tested individuals, and they were bite-sized, and when pressure was applied by the teeth or the roof of the mouth, including the internal body heat, they melted into the mouth to be swallowed as water would be originally. And this eliminates the choking hazard for younger individuals. And what I did to test is I did before and after. I did 2 tests. I did the pinch test, where you pinch the skin for 15 seconds and release it to see how quickly the skin goes back down completely flat. And then I did the nail bed test, where you press it on the nail bed for 10 seconds, see how quickly it regains pigmentation. And I transported this innovation through wax paper, since it is entirely biodegradable and it is able to be recycled, and ultimately the best alternative for packaging for the environment. So what I did is I wrapped the edible water bottle in the wax paper, and then I would press down on each side and create things such as links of the edible water bottle. So it would be pressed, edible water bottle, link, edible water bottle, press, link, and so on. And I would put 3 in each to be distributed, as each material cost for the edible water bottle is 25 cents or less. meaning the entire edible water bottle only costs $1.25 to create. Therefore, it is less than water bottles now, which are being sold, and I would sell them for $3, which is less than the average water bottle being sold at any convenience store, and so on. And I would like to start integrating their distribution at the Sanibel Farmers Market on Sundays, as well as reaching out to small shops on Sanibel, and then eventually the gas stations on Sanibel. And hopefully I'd be able to reach small shops in Fort Myers as well. And I would like to protect my innovation. Therefore, I could mass distribute this and help reduce the plastic that is being used every day by people. Where plastic water bottles would be, these would be in replacement of. And I did not find that this already exists, although I did find there's a similar innovation known as boba, although it is aimed entirely towards a different audience, and it is not to increase one's hydration or reduce plastic. It is entirely differently purposed. And I do see it to be new, but if I were to further extend my studies, I would like to do a pee test, testing urine before and after consumption for hydration, although I was unable to do this year since it would be a lot of urine samples, and I'm not sure if I'd be permitted by the schools. And from the only troubles I came across in creating this edible water bottle were the ratios of correctly proportioning each ingredient that was put into the mix. But as soon as I got the hang of it down, it was entirely easy and attainable to do. And this is my logbook where I put down my sources, which I found, as well as my data charts, materials, my test methods, and so on. And I was not helped by anyone else. This was entirely a project done by myself. And yes, thank you.
And now to turn to the special awards part of the program. Donors provide guidelines for special awards, and the judges' scores from the first part are not going to impact most of the special awards. Practical and not so practical innovations for the greater good is our first category. And the winners will be receiving the 2021 official Thomas A. Edison Regional Science Inventors Fairs t-shirt and face mask. The winners are kindergarten, Reed Burnsid, the toothpaste cap condenser. Kindergarten, Eva Conway, busy bumper. First grade, Kylie Farnsworth, time to eat. Second grade, Madeline Brezitzer, personal mask washer dryer system for kids. Third grade, Spiro Blett, self-hitter. Fourth grade, Cara Toro, shrimp scooper. Fourth grade, Evan Brito, Cinepower. Fourth grade, Brooklyn Summers, smart trash can. Fifth grade, Austin Christian, their bear. Fifth grade, Sydney Emery, spiritum test. Fifth grade, Violet Rublin, magic scrub. Sixth grade, Laura Cerna, solar-powered dollhouse. Seventh grade, Brooklyn Rogaliner, lizard relocator. Eighth grade, Kalani Romero, Sinfugo fireworks. Eighth grade, Nathaniel Seamuth, the kinetic controller. 10th grade, Leva Ferrante, green line. And also 10th grade, Josie Lehman, the Aeromobile. These are phenomenal and cute and inspiring inventions, and I hope that you all are inspired to keep up your incredible work. The next award is a first time that we've been able to offer this award. It's the Maker Hub Club Organization Awards. It is a student-led educational nonprofit project on a mission to support communities of student makers in secondary schools across the United States. The following 6 students have a guaranteed admission to the Fall 2021 workshop series and will each receive a t-shirt. The winners are 7th grade Mackenzie Hubner with the Blue Light Insect Eradicator. Everybody wants one of these. 8th grade Kendall Daly, the Fan Bracelet. 8th grade Christopher Carranza, Fix a Flat Easy Screw. You're on the road or you go to get ready to go to work and you see a flat tire, and this is an easy solution to helping you get on the road faster. Dhruva Sharma, N-Gen Tires, a piezoelectric energy collector, phenomenal to say the least. And 8th grade Serena Kasai Kazakamp, Dory Alert System. Don't forget your child. You won't leave your child in the car if you use the Dory Alert System. Our next award is a long-term sponsor for the event. The Seminole Gulf Railway and Florida Freezer corporations, owned by the Fay family, provide awards in the area of transportation and logistics innovation. Florida Freezer is in North Fort Myers, Miami, and Lakeland. Cold storage and logistics of shipping. I'll let you just read through the rest. The Seminole Gulf Railway, locally owned and operated freight railroad, delivering goods like lumber, drywall, plastics, and recycled materials in a very efficient and safe form of transportation. Southwest Florida's engine for growth. The railroad also owns and operates the Murder Mystery Dinner Train, a unique dining experience in Fort Myers celebrating its 30th year in 2021. And the winners will receive an invitation to the Murder Mystery Dinner Train, as well as, for first place, the additional monetary award for Dhruva Sharma with N-Gen Tires. Then the remaining award winners will receive the dinner invitation, and they are Christopher Carranza, Fix a Flat with the Easy Screw, Jordan Doikus, Traffic Stop Safety Assistance, a first responder emergency alert to potential danger from traffic. Josie Lehman, 10th grade, the Aeromobile, harvesting wind-driven energy. And Donovan Pierre, a 4th grade student who invented Egg Emergency, a specially designed floatable locator that are placed in 3 locations of a plane. Congratulations to all of you.
Here is our final Student Inventor Spotlight video of the evening.
Hi everyone, it's an honor to be up here. My name is Andrew and I'm in 10th grade. Ever since I was in middle school, I've always had an interest in the medical field, and that is what gave rise to my novel invention, biodegradable sutures derived from chitin. Through researching career options I was interested in, I discovered suture complications. Not removing sutures on time runs the risk of swelling, redness, allergies, scarring, and even infections. This is because the human body treats sutures as a foreign material and so it rejects it over time. non-absorbable sutures are removed by doctors and thrown away, building up waste. On the other hand, absorbable sutures biodegrade over time, benefiting the environment. However, current absorbable sutures like simple and chromic caca take almost 100 days to biodegrade. Inventing a suture that biodegrades in less time while maintaining its integrity would truly benefit the environment and patients and doctors all around. My original concept was a cellulose suture to close the cut and give it time to heal, preventing it from swelling, scarring, and infections. Cellulose was both renewable and biodegradable. I figured that once the patient recovers, they wouldn't need the cellulose in their body, but cellulose took months, even years, to fully degrade. Because of this, I looked at materials that could biodegrade faster. I came across chitin, a material derived from chitin, which comes from crustaceans. Once it did degrade, multiple nutrients were passed off to the patient's body. The problem was that chitin in the solid form was only commercially sold as pills. Using chitin fibers worked best. The fibers would be sterilized and tied around the wound. This would not only close the cut and give it time to heal, but also biodegrade soon after, resulting in less severe scars. Furthermore, swelling and redness would be reduced because chitin is biocompatible. Chitin is also renewable and recyclable, proving it to be a better option over cellulose. I tested the effectiveness of the chitin suture by coding a computer simulation. In this simulation, I modeled a biodegradable environment to test out current absorbable sutures against my novel chitin suture. I hypothesized that the chitin suture would retain its tensile strength for a longer time period and biodegrade in a shorter time period than its competitors. The number of days that users want the simulation to run for and the suture efficiency percentage could be imputed. The results would be a line graph comparing the percent of sutures remaining over time, a stacked bar graph piling the suture biodegradation on top of its tensile strength depletion, and a table with all the values displayed. These results prove that chitin suture was very effective, as it biodegraded almost half the time of current absorbable sutures while surpassing their tensile strength. Now, let's see in action. Say you have a patient that needs to be stitched up. First, make sure your needle holder and forceps are properly sterilized. Next, take the chitin suture and tie it around the wound, bringing all the split layers of tissue together so the damaged wound can start healing. According to the simulation, the chitin suture took an average of 42.5 days to degrade, which was a perfect amount of time for the healing process. On the other hand, simple caca and chromic caca took more than 70 days. With the chitin suture, the stitched up patient would no longer have to endure the risk of swelling, redness, infections, and more. Starting off the project, I researched materials because I wanted a material that would biodegrade for each and every patient. I came up with cellulose, hemp plastics, semiconductors developed by Stanford, and chitin. I quickly encountered a problem with cellulose. It took too long to biodegrade. I then looked further into hemp plastics. However, due to the restrictions on growing industrial hemp in most of the world, the amount of hemp plastic products commercially available is somewhat limited. And though the semiconductors were flexible and self-healing, they had the same fault. They were short in supply. Chitin had the benefit of being both plentiful and fully degradable. Chitin is already being used to treat obesity, high cholesterol, and Crohn's disease. Even plastic surgeons use chitin to help donor tissue rebuild itself. So the material chitin sutures are made up of is proven to be safe and is already being used on people, just not in the way I intend to use it. By researching phrases like biodegradable suture, chitin suture, absorbable suture, and absorbable stitches on the United States Patent Repository Library, I confirmed my invention is completely unique. Furthermore, chitin is derived from the second most abundant organic material on the planet. It's a renewable resource that will never run out, so chitin sutures aren't inexpensive to make. Since its experimental invention, I looked into testing of the material I'd be using and came up with safety precautions. Users of the chitin suture would be advised against use if they were pregnant, have a shellfish allergy, or taking warfarin, because there wasn't enough reliable information about the safety of exposure to chitin under those circumstances, and it's best to stay on the safe side. Some refinements I made to my invention during the design process was replacing the original material, cellulose, with the biodegradable and abundant substance chitin. I also made it environmentally friendly. Arthropods account for over 80% of all known animal species, and that's where chitin derives from. According to ScienceNews.org, 6 to 8 million tons of waste crab, shrimp, and lobster shells are generated globally. Most of these shells just end up on their way to a landfill or dumped right back into the ocean. By using these crustacean shells, I now have a renewable resource that benefits the environment, every patient's safety, and puts every doctor's mind a little bit more at ease. As a study done by the World Health Organization states, there are over 230 million major surgeries worldwide every year, many of which require sutures to close the wound. My invention would meet this demand and an environmental need by recycling sources of chitin to create the sutures. The intended audience for my chitin sutures would be hospitals willing to improve post-operative care for patients. In my community, hospitals such as Lee Memorial and Gulf Coast Regional Medical Center would greatly benefit from the Kaizen suture, as the use of it would lead to reduced scarring and infection. Around the world, patient care would benefit, as a Kaizen suture would eliminate a follow-up visit to remove the patient's suture due to its absorbability. The environment itself would benefit due to the established use of Kaizen as a suture material. Not only will the project make a difference in the health of patients, it would make a difference in the plant's health. Thank you to Dr. Nelson, Dr. Paul, and Dr. Bryson for their support. And thank you for your time.
Florida Power and Light has been a long-term sponsor, and we are incredibly grateful for the support that they have shown through the years. And they contribute to an Energy-Wise scholarship. The first place $150 award goes to Dhruva Sharma with NGen Tires, and the runner-ups each receive $50. That's Laura Cerna with Solar-Powered Dollhouse. Very cool. And David Liu, electricity-generating hydraulic oil-free door closer. Just imagine that. Every time you open and close a door, you'll be creating energy. Our next special award is the CIO STEM Awards. Trey Davis, Chief Information Officer at Lee Schools, has provided these Dell Awards, and the winners of these awards are Dhruv, biodegradable sutures derived from chitin. Christopher Carranza, Fix-A-Flat Easy Screw. And Cara Toro, Shrimp Scooper. If I haven't mentioned this already, the donors of the awards get to select who receives their awards. So the administrators and judges who have been involved in the prior portion of the program, the grade winners, do not influence the selection of the students for special awards. The Mary Glasgow Award goes to the highest scoring female entry of the entire Inventors Fair. The Mary Glasgow Award is associated with the AAUW Memorial $500 Scholarship. Marie Glasgow was a scientist who made significant contributions to the field of science and would like to honor females entering the science arena. And Curriculum Soraya Fernando with the Echo Filter from Paul Lawrence Dunbar Middle School wins this award.
Hello, my name is Jared Regal, and I am a trustee and board member of the Earthshine Institute. Today, I'll be presenting an Argonauta Award to a student whose invention reflects an understanding of the critical balance between the advancement of technology and the preservation of our natural environment, which is so important for the continued quality of life on our planet. In addition to being named an Argonauta Scholar, the student who receives the Argonauta Award becomes eligible for a $2,000 scholarship towards their college education from the Earthshine Scholarship Fund. Please join me in congratulating Michaela Williamson on being named one of this year's Argonauta Scholars. Again, congratulations, Michaela, for your outstanding work and commitment to the Earthshine mission.
Florida Southwestern State College has also been a long-term supporter of our program, and they offer 2-year scholarships, one in the Inventors Fair, one in the Science Fair, and it goes to 12th grader Jay Chavakula, the utilization of dimples to reduce wind load on parabolic structures. Our namesake or title sponsor, the Edison Festival of Light, provides an annual scholarship for a worthy student in the area of innovations.
Please join me, Melissa Giovanelli, Edison Festival Light Board member, and also Lee County School Board member for District 2, in honoring the winner of the Edison Festival of Light Innovative Scholarship Award for 2021 to Faith Farnsworth. Congratulations, Faith.
The James and Eleanor Newton Scholarship is a $4,000 higher education scholarship, $1,000 a year for 4 years. The Southwest Florida Community Foundation helps to provide this scholarship in memory of James and Eleanor Newton, and it is the highest scoring middle school entry that receives this award. In this case, that turns out to be Curricula Soraya Fernando. Congratulations, Curricula Soraya. The Echo Filter. Naples community has a new, not so new, 10-year-old organization called Imagine Solutions, and they hold a conference every year, the Imagine Solutions Conference, which just so happens to be taking place on the days prior to this award program. And so these students are aware of having received this award so that they could participate in the video transmission of this conference. It's an extraordinary conference from renowned people around the world to help to solve challenging problems. And 3 recipients were selected. 10th grader Morgan Barnes, sodium alginate immobilized chlorella vulgaris biomediation units. 9th grader Michaela Fisher, fungal filtration, the environmentally friendly solution to the cleanup of oil spills. And Curricula Soraya Fernando, the Echo Filter. We have a new group in town mentioned earlier in the opening remarks, the Edison Awards. And now's the time to recognize students that will be receiving an invitation to attend the April 21st to 23rd program, the ceremony in Fort Myers, Florida, that will be recognizing extraordinary inventors, scientists, technologists, business people, or entrepreneurs, and they do this on an annual basis. And this year, it will be held in Fort Myers, Florida. And the Edison Award invitations go to Morgan Barnes, the sodium alginate immobilized chlorella vulgaris biomediation units, Dhruva Sharma, NGen Tires, and Michaela Fisher, fungal filtration, the environmentally friendly solution to the cleanup of oil spills. Those were the selections by the Edison Awards Selection Committee. The Henry Ford National Invention Competition selections is a real treat. We did not have a national convention for the majority of years that through the 34-year history of the Thomas A. Edison Festival of Light Regional Inventors Fair, presented by SONY Electronics. Well, this year, under the affiliation that we now have, and we are referred to as the Florida Gulf Coast Invention Convention. That's where TURSA falls under. And these students will prepare their, they have the opportunity to upgrade and prepare their entries to submit digitally for a virtual competition. Congratulations to all 2021 inventors. We appreciate your watching our program this evening, and we encourage you in the future to keep inventing, develop a passion, and contribute. Enjoy what you do, and keep us in mind in the future because we're keeping you in mind. Congratulations. Have a good evening.